Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday morning practice. A couple of housekeeping. One is that if you're here for the first time, that's okay. Stay as long as you could. You could see if this is what you want. But many of you are repeating students, at least probably somewhere between 50 to 100 a repeating student, maybe not every week. So then I encourage you to join our circle. Okay, just type DENNYKMIU.com/circle, and then try to ask all your questions there, and I will try to answer them as thoroughly as I can. If you ask question here, unless it's technical, something that I should pay attention to right away, it's hard for me to answer them because I really want to focus on the practice. The second thing is that you might want to consider logging into a YouTube channel. In the past, we have complained about for example, the field of view being very narrow. That's not the case on YouTube. So, and also YouTube is a good place for you to go back to and practice on when we're not here, right? Okay, so now last week I posted a video on yoga and our practice here, talk about the uh, 8 limbs of yoga and how they're related to the 8 limbs of what we do here. And I hope you have a chance to see that. If not, again, go to our YouTube channel and look for that. And so the 8 limbs there start with essentially how you want to live your life. You want to use the word morality, that's fine. If you don't, it's just ethic, how you want to live life. The second one really has to do with how you think about your contribution to the society. It's your duty. It's like being in a Boy Scout. You have to think about your place in the world and how you make contributions. The third one is about the body, and so that's where we are. So let's practice on the body. Then we're going to practice on the beginning of chi, which is the breath. But let's start with the body. So let's bring our mind back to our body. Sit properly, relax the hands, stretch our spine as if we're hanging the spine on the ceiling. Open the shoulder and then relax the shoulder. Okay. Now let's focus on the center of a palm. And we're going to bring our hands up very slowly, mind and body together. Once we get to the shoulder level, then we're going to focus on the wrist. We're going to do some joint exercise, warming up the body, put some energy in the body, thermal energy right now. Okay, put some thermal energy into the body. But while you're doing the joint exercise, I want you to focus on your joint. I want you to use your mind to observe any changes in your body, any sweat, any heat, any pain, any numbness. Now, I want you to go the other way, again, without leaving your mind, focusing on the body now, anchoring your mind onto your body. So we can either anchor our mind onto our body or anchor our mind onto our breath. When we're moving, we anchor our mind on our body. When we're stationary, we anchor our mind on our breath. Now, very gently put down your hands, open your shoulder again, and then relax the shoulder. Focus the mind onto the center of the palm, bring up the hands. We're moving from the wrist to the elbow. Continue to do joint exercise on the elbow. Again, keep checking your mind. Keep checking your mind. Keep asking yourself, where's your mind? Where's your mind? Put the mind on your body, on the joints, on the elbow right now. Examining the change in your elbow. And that's really what we call mindfulness, right? I talked about this before. Mindfulness means that you made a promise to yourself and you remember that promise. Remember the story I told you about Sate the princess? Now go the other way, right? Sate the princess, who was a goddess, but incarnated to be the daughter of the queen and the king. But the princess asked the queen and the king to make a promise, right? That they would never disrespect her. And when they did, right, they had to pay the price. So that was the story. Now come back to the shoulder again. Open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. We are moving from the wrist to the elbow and now to the shoulder. Once again, bring the mind to the center of the palm. Bring up your hands, crossing your hands. Go up, following the hand. Stretch the entire body. Stretch. Feel the stress on your spine. Now, as we come down, we open that shoulder as if we're touching the two walls. Feel the pain on your shoulder. Let go of the pain. Come back to the center of the hand. Very gently. Bring it back up again. Stretch. Open that shoulder. Come back down. Focus on the center of the palm again. Up. Together. Stretch. Open that shoulder. Bring it back down. Following the hand again. Following the center of the palm again. Stretch. Open and come down. One last time. Up. Stretch. Open. Come down. Relax. And then now we're going to go the other way. Following the hand. Bring it up. Stretch. Come down. Opening the hands again. Stretch. Come down. Following the center of your palm. Okay. Stretch. And come down. One last time. Open the shoulder. Stretch. And come down. And relax. Once you're stationary, we want to focus on a breath, anchoring a mind onto a breath, starting with knowing. I know that I'm breathing in. I know that I'm breathing out. We continue. Open the shoulder. Stretch your spine. Sit up straight. Following your hand. Bring up the hands all the way up. Now get ready. Bring it as far back as you can. Feel the pain on your shoulder. Accept the pain. Let go of the pain. Come back to the center of your palm. Up. Open as far back as you can. Feel the pain. Accept the pain. Let go of the pain. Go back up. Open the shoulder. Come back down. Relax. Going back up again. Open the shoulder. Come back down. Relax. One last time. Go up. Open the shoulder. Feel the pain. Let go of the pain. Come back. Now bring the hands one last time. The last set. All the way back. Bring it up. Stretch. Come down. All the way up. Now when you stretch, I want you to feel the stress on your spine and the stretch on your both sides right here. Okay, feel that. And then bring it back down. All the way back. Up. Stretch. Bring it back down. All the way back. Up. Stretch. Bring it down. One last time. All the way back. Up. Stretch. And come down. Now, might not look so much, but we actually just finished some very energetic exercise. The body doesn't know that you are exercising. The body thinks that you're running away from the lion. So it puts out all kinds of stress hormone. And it's a good thing it did, because if it didn't, you actually would have fainted, because you need more blood flow into your brain, and the adrenaline does that for you. The cortisol does that for you. But once you're done, I want you to come back to the restorative, telling your body that it's okay. We're just finished the fight or flight. It's time to come back to the rest and digest. So once you do that, I want you to focus on your breath and just relax and let your body know that it's okay now. It's okay now. It's time to restore all the critical function, things like digestion, things like immunity, all those functions that you shut down. Now it's time to restore them. It's very, very important that we do that. Very, very important to understand that health is about harmony. Very important to understand that harmony is about the yin and the yang, is between the parasympathetic nerve and the sympathetic nerve. Okay, very important to practice that. Now we're going to continue three very important exercise, all from the Shaolin internal energy. And we're going to do two, and then we're going to take a break, sit for 3 minutes, and then continue. First one is called double blade. It's as if you're carrying two blades, one hand, two hand. Okay. Now imagine that your right hand is a blade, and you're making a very gentle motion in the front. And now you need to protect your back, so you open as far back as you can. Feel the pain on your shoulder. Let go of the pain. Come back. Okay, now it's important to do one hand at a time. One hand at a time means that one side of the brain at a time. Okay, now get ready. Left hand. Stretch. Feel the pain. Let go of the pain. Come back. Sit up straight. Right hand. Open. Sit up straight. Left hand. One hand at a time. Okay, one hand at a time. And to the right. Open the shoulder. Feel the pain. Let go of the pain. To the left. Open that shoulder. To the right. One more time. Open the shoulder. To the left. Open the shoulder. To the right. And one last time. Open the shoulder. And to the left. Now come back. And I want you to completely relax, anchoring your body on your breath now, as opposed to your body. Know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. One breath at a time. Completely relax, especially on the out breath. Okay. Learn that habit of relaxing on the out breath. Okay. Continue on the second Shaolin exercise called throwing the fist. So open that shoulder, relax the shoulder, focusing on the right hand, make a fist, and we're going to throw the fist, but the shoulder as well. So when we get to the end, open the fingers, let the chi flows, the yang energy flows all the way to the tip. And then when you reach the end action, nuclear reaction, the yin energy would travel back. Okay, so make sure that the elbow is straight and the shoulder is out. Get ready. Now your left hand might want to just rest it on your thighs. Give yourself some anchor, don't lose balance. Bring up the right hand, focusing on the center of the palm. Make a fist. Get ready. Up. Throw your fist up. The fist and the elbow and the shoulder. Up. Follow the hand. Sit up straight. Down. Sit up straight. Down. Up. Up. Follow the hand. Down. Down. Up. Up. Down. Down. Up. Up. Down and down. Continue. Open the shoulder, two hands, following the fingers. Feel the vibration coming back to your shoulder before you do the next one, one at a time. Okay, ready? One, feel the vibration. Two, three, four, and five. Okay, now we're going to sit for 3 minutes, but think of this as a beginning of relaxation. Sitting itself is already very relaxing depending on the posture. So we're going to go through this very rigorous sitting posture called the Lotus Posture, or what is called the 7 support point sitting posture of the Chakra. 7 support points. Okay, first one are the legs. If you sit on the chair, make sure that the bottom of your feet are firmly on the ground. And if you sit on the chair, make sure that you're not leaning on the chair. Now, but if you have a very weak back, you need support, put a pillow, about the lower back. Okay. But other than that, try not to have any other support than your own body. So we start with the legs. The legs has to be nice and firm. And if you feel like you need it, put some pillows underneath your knees and whatever. Okay, now but think of yourself as the bell. You sit like the bell. Okay, you sit like the bell. So this is a bell. This is the legs of the pedestal, and the hands just relax. Okay, relax the hand. Learn to relax. Relax your hand. The third one is the most important one. That's the spine. The spine is like the clapper inside the bell. It needs to be hang, okay, from the ceiling. So focus on the lower back, focusing on the bottom of your spine. Imagine somebody is pulling the hair on top of your head. I want you to go towards the top of your head one step at a time. And as you go up, stretch your spine as if you're hanging the spine on the ceiling. Becomes the clapper, the center of the bell. Just hang there. Now, as you go up, you get to the point where it's between the shoulder. So now that's the fourth support point. So I want you to open that shoulder. And then I want you to relax that shoulder. There are two energy points here. One is in front, that's the gate to the cloud. That's part of the lung energy line. There's another 2 points on top of the shoulder called the well on the shoulder. That's part of the gallbladder energy line. So I want you to open that, review these two energy points, and then relax. Now you're going to continue to scan the body, go up the back of your neck, go up to the top of your head. And before you come down on the forehead, I want you to lean back the forehead as if you're putting the ears on top of the shoulder. And then you continue to come down. Now you're in between the eyebrow. I want you to relax the eyebrow, relax. Feel that part between your eyebrow. That's where all the stress are. So just feel that, relax it. And then I want you to relax the eyelid. Now I have this habit of closing one eye and opening one eye. I don't know why, that's what I do. But the thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to shut your eye really tight because that's stress. And you don't want to open it really wide. That's also stress. So somewhere in between, you feel the light, you can see the light coming through. You can see your eyelashes. And now continue to come down to the bridge of your nose, come down to the top of the lip. I want you to feel your tongue. I want you to put the tip of the tongue between the teeth and the roof of your mouth. It's right behind here. So there's an energy point right here. And then now I want you to come down to the chin. And as you come down the chin, I want you to kind of gently tuck in your chin. Tuck in your chin. So you put some pressure on the two artery. That's really the sensing element that pumps up your blood pressure. So tell your body that I don't need that much stress right now. It's okay, relax. So you have to lower your chin like that. But also, once you lower the chin, you're looking at the floor. The top of the head is now facing the heaven. Okay, now as you move down towards the belly button, I want you to lean back the upper torso. You feel like you're just falling over, and that's about right. Now this is called a one pillar supporting the sky. Now keep coming down until you can't go any further. I want you to make a 180. Come back. As you come back, I want you to rotate the hip forward. You feel the pressure on the lower back on the both side, and then continue to the bottom of your spine. Now I want you to do that on your own. Just go up 7 support point, starting with the legs, the hand, the spine, the shoulder, the forehead and the chin, the eyelid, and also the tip of the tongue. Okay. Now keep going. Just keep scanning one going up, coming down, and calibrating the body, anchoring your mind onto your body. 3 minutes. Do this on your own. And it's actually very relaxing. You're putting minimum load on your body. Make sure you lean back the upper torso. Okay. Now, as you lean back, you feel a slight burst of energy because you're actually removing the weight, letting the weight of the body be on its own, stacking on top of the spine. Okay, open your eyes. So I want you to remember this pose. This is the oldest pose from the yogic practice called the Lotus Pose. And so the key here is you want to just sit properly, okay? Reducing all of the weight on your body, using your body itself to support the weight. So you need to stretch the spine and then relax the shoulder, lean back. Okay, so the weight is now on top. Lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin, relax the eye. And a couple of things very important. The tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth, right? That's also a yogic practice. And what that does is that it reactivate your salivary gland. Okay. And if you're still stuck in this in the fight or flight, if you're still stuck in the sympathetic nerve, there's no saliva, right? Because the cortisol would turn off the salivary gland. So you're forcing that to be reactivated, forcing your body to recognize that it's time to relax. The second thing that's important is that as you lean back, so after you sit, one thing you can try is because once you get used to it, you don't need that. And so what you want to do is you want to move forward, and then as you move back, hold the hip in place. And now you feel the stress on the two sides, the lower back. That's the adrenal gland. So you're putting some pressure on that, preventing the body from um, putting any more stress hormone. So that itself is very relaxing. So think of this as that little box on the wall, and it says brick in emergency. So whenever you're under stress, just sit like this and relax, close your eye, and focus entirely on your body. Just scan the body, feel the stress as you go up, feel the stress as you come down, and so forth, right? Um, the question has something to do with what I eat. I'm not going to answer that here. Our practice is just too important to be distracted by questions unrelated to our practice. I will answer them in our circle. I meant to do that. I know that you asked that, but since you didn't ask it again, I can't answer. Okay, so you need to go join the circle, ask it again there, and I'll do my very best to answer, but not right here. Okay, let's just focus on our practice because it's just too important. Now, we're now on the second segment, and we're going to continue this relaxation. Okay, stress is the cause of all disease. So if you really want to have good health, you got to figure out how to relieve those stress. And so this next exercise is a very important exercise called literally loosening up the shoulder, because the shoulder, between the neck and the spine, is where a lot of the stress accumulated. It's accumulated here and it's accumulated here. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the understanding. All right. So let's continue. Okay. Now I want you to focus on your right shoulder first, one shoulder at a time. Okay. Your mind needs that enticing. You need to entice the body into the practice. Okay. So in the past, I talk about how I don't like the word qigong because that's a very modern word. It was invented by the communists in 1962 after uh, the, the human um, error in causing great famine. And they invented the word qigong. Qigong is a very young, very new word. And so the old word, actually, if you go back thousands of years, is called uh, Dao Yan. Dao means to guide, Yan means to entice. So you actually have to learn to entice your body. Okay. So even though it seems like we're just starting very gently, it's part of the enticement. All right. Now put the focus on your shoulder. Okay. And then take your right hand, the four fingers, put that over here. This is the energy point. And the reason for that is just so you can anchor your fingers someplace and anchor your mind someplace. Okay, so never we don't leave this point, just keep anchoring here. But now we focus on the top of the shoulder, and I want you to bring the shoulder up, and then making a gentle circle, bring the shoulder back, and then lower the shoulder, bring the shoulder forward. Now you're making a circle, right? Bring it up. This time bring it up a little bit more, open the shoulder, bring it back down, bring it forward, bring it up a little bit more, bring it back and down, Now you're not using only the shoulder, you're using the wrist and the elbow, right? Bring it up and then bring it back down. One last time. Bring it forward, bring it up, and then bring it back down. Relax. Now we're going to go to the left hand, anchoring the four fingers on this energy point called the gate to the cloud. Focusing now on the top of the shoulder, very gently enticing your mind and your body. Go up, go back, come down, go forward, moving not only your shoulder, but your wrist and your elbow. Going up, going back, come back down. One last time. Go forward, go up, go back, and then come back down. Relax, completely relax. Tell your body to relax. Now we're going to do two shoulder. Bring up both hands. Four fingers again on the gate to the cloud, left and right. The center of the palm facing out. Now we're going to bring up the shoulder, both of them. And then now we're going to open that shoulder, making the circular motions toward the back. You notice that the elbows are now moving. The wrists are now moving, coming back down. Now, as you move forward, you're like hunching forward. You're looking at the floor. Notice that you're bending your neck and your back, okay? Very gently open, eyes forward, rotating the wrist and the elbow. Now, as you come down, eyes looking at the ceiling, and then when you come down, you completely relax. Forward again, hunching forward, open the shoulder, looking at the camera, and then open, looking at the ceiling, and then come back down, relax. Now, we're going to coordinate that with our breathing. Hunch forward. As you open, take a deep breath using your mouth, gentle, deep breath. You close your mouth using your nose, okay? Breathe in, and then open, and then when you come down, breathe out. Maintaining that space between the in and the out and the out and the in. Now relax, forward, breathe in. Lift up your body, open, and then breathe out, and always relax when you breathe out. Forward, breathe in. Open that shoulder, looking at the ceiling, and then breathe out. Forward, breathe in. Looking at the ceiling, breathe out. As you come down, using your elbow, your wrist, your shoulder, your neck, and your body. And then breathe in gently as you come up. Breathe out gently as you come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. As you come down, breathe out. One last time. Breathe in. Open that shoulder, looking at the ceiling now as you come down. Breathe out. Lower your hand. Relax the entire body. Sit up straight. Open that shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Now I want you to lean back the head. Feel, okay, completely relaxed. Don't use any force. And then I want you to go to the left, go to the front, go to the right, making clockwise circular motion, but completely relax, okay? Back to the left, to the front, back to the right, to the back to the left, to the front, back to the right. Okay, now I want you to go the other way, making counterclockwise to the front, to the left, to the back, to the right, very gently, back to the left, and relax. I want you to come back to the 7th support point. Open the shoulders, stretch your spine, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in the chin. Entire body move forward, entire body move back, but holding the hip in place. Now I want you to take the right hand, put that on the left side of your head above the ear. I don't want you to leave the sitting posture, okay? Your head is still pointing to the heaven. And then I want you to pull the head towards the right, feeling the stress on your neck. Half of the energy is in the hand, half of the energy is in the neck. Feel the stress on your neck. And then relax. Turn the other way. Now pull the head towards the left, half on your hand, half on your neck. Feel the stress. And then relax. Sit up straight again. 2 hands in the back, looking at the ceiling. But make sure you maintain the posture. Stretch your spine, hips forward, upper torso back, looking at the ceiling, looking at the floor. Half of the energy is on your hand, half it on your neck. Feel the stress on your neck. Rotate to the left. Hold it. Come back to the middle. Rotate to the right. Hold it. Come back to the middle. Rotate to the left. Hold it. Come back to the middle. Rotate to the right. And then come back in the middle. And then relax very gently. Try not to disturb the system. Try not to release any stress hormone. And then once again, lean back, completely relaxed now. To the right, clockwise, to the front, to the left, and to the back. Now go the other way, to the left, to the right. And now sit up straight. Okay, now the reason we do all that is that this is the part that blocks the chi, right? All your yang energy try to come up to the top of your head and it's blocking it. And so relaxing that, and which basically from a modern standpoint is using the vagus nerve. Okay, but from a Chinese standpoint, it's about unblocking the chi. Now the chi is going to come up, and so there's 2 energy point here that we're going to work on that really allows the yang energy to go up to your head. Okay, now come back to the posture. Sit properly, always sit properly. Okay, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. Now take the 2 hands, locking the fingers, put that right behind, not on top, not in the bottom, put that right behind. Now take your thumb. Now you feel the center part of your neck. There's a cavity in the middle, and then there's 2 like muscle, tendon, right? Okay, so I want you to lock your fingers, sit up straight, take your thumb, put that on the muscle first. Put the thumb on the muscle, push it down, and then make a gentle circle, and then push it down again. You feel the stress there, and then another circle, and then push it down. Now relax. I want you to take the thumb and put it in the cavity right outside. This energy point is part of the gallbladder. It's a yang energy line that goes from the shoulder to here. This is called the pan of the wind. Okay. Now I want you to use half of your energy pushing the thumb, half of energy on the neck to push back. Now push and hold it, and then feel it. You feel the numbness, you feel the tenderness, and just keep pushing. This 2 energy point is called the pan of the wind. Wind means the nerve, and then relax. Now taking the right hand, put that on the left hand side. Use all 4 fingers, push down, and then the other half energy is from your neck. Use your neck to push back. Okay, now again, you feel the numbness, you feel the tenderness. Okay, now hold it, and then I want you to take the right hand and pull that point towards the right. And then relax. Now take the other hand and then put that on top of the palm of the wind. Half energy on the finger, half energy on the neck. Pushing, and then use the left hand, pull that onto the left, and then relax. Now you feel a little bit of tenderness on top of your head, right? Because the energy is actually traveling now to the top. And now is the time to do some massage. Okay, so take 10 fingers, put that on top of the head, starting at the forehead. Sit up straight. Okay, always sit up straight, and then gently massage all the way to the back of the neck, where we were before. Another time. And now the thumbs on the side, okay? Go up, all the way down, relax. One last time, go up, and all the way down and relax, right? Now, there's 5 energy line here. The very middle part is the primary. That's traveling from your spine all the way up, and then it comes down here. This is called the governing energy line, and then it changes from the yang to the yin, which is called the gestation or conception energy line. There's another 2 next to that is part of the the gallbladder energy line. I mean, part of the bladder energy line, and then another 2 part of the gallbladder energy. The name is not important. What's important is that all the yang energy is now coming up to the top of the head, and then it continue to travel. And so now you feel a little bit of stress in the front, and so we're going to relax the eyes now. Okay, so take 2 fingers, index fingers, put that at the beginning of the eyebrow. Feel that there's 2 dimple there. Okay, now push down, push your finger, push with your finger, push. And again, you feel like tenderness, numbness. You almost feel like there's some electricity there. And then relax. Relax in between. Put the 2 fingers in the front, I mean in the middle. And then as if you're squeezing out all that stress from your eyebrow. Gently pull it towards the end of the eyebrow. There's 3 energy points across, like you're squeezing out all the stress, like you're squeezing a toothpick. You can almost feel the stress coming out from the tube, as if they're toothpaste. Okay, all right. One last thing. I mean, it takes a lot of work to relax. Okay, now one last thing is that this is kind of very famous on Twitter these days. Okay, and this is part of the heart energy line. Okay, and it's right at the finger coming down, and it's right at the joint. So massage that, and then on the other side, massage that. And so the exercise I just did, you should do that before you sleep, starting with loosening up your shoulder. And then the one last thing I want you to do, put the hands together. This is energy point called the palace of labor, and just put it together without leaving your mind anchor on the center of your palm. And then just put that on your eye, and you feel the infrared energy, the heat that is in your eye. And then now, second time, focus, put that on your eye. And then one last time, put that on your eye. Put the center of your palm on the temple. There's an energy point there, and just massage your face, massage the top of your head, massage your neck. And that's what you do before you go to bed. Okay, so I just repeated the sequence here. We did all that before, was just sort of our sequence for the purpose of relaxing yourself before you sleep. So put it back all together. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the session, and you feel relaxed. I say yes. Okay, so I feel relaxed. Okay, now we're going to come back to more energetic exercise. Okay, continue. Open the shoulder, relax the shoulder. We're going to back to the kinetic energy again. Action, you got a reaction, clearing up the energy lines in the hand. Okay, now open your shoulder, putting the fingers in front, rolling up 4 fingers, hold them down with the thumb, wind up the 4 fingers like they're springs. Okay, and then get ready, and then relax all at once. Okay, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now open the shoulder. Again, back to a friend, gate to the cloud, forming the lotus hand, middle fingers and the thumb together. Put that on the lotus, put the fingers on the energy point. back of the hand facing the camera. Once again, back to a posture, sit up properly, okay? And then the hip forward, upper torso back. You feel the stress. Now get ready. 1, feel the vibration going all the way to the tip of the fingers and back to your shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? All right. So what that does is that it clears the secondary energy lines. There's 3, what we call the yang energy, going to the fingertip. And then when they come back, it's a yin. Yang is on the outside facing the sun. Yin is on the inside away from the sun. Okay, so we're properly relaxed. Okay, relaxing all the internal, where all your stress and trauma has been kept for years. Okay, using the vagus nerve, starting from here all the way back. And then now we're ready to do some deep breathing. Okay, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, locking the fingers, put that below the belly button, what we call the dantian, to feel energy. Now, I want you to take a deep breath by closing your mouth using only your nose. But as you breathe in, I want you to lift up the body. Because what we want to do is, as we breathe in, we're pushing down the diaphragm, but we want to give a little bit more boost by lifting up the body. So we're separating the center of gravity from the diaphragm. Okay, and then when we're gonna breathe from the beginning to the end. So from the lower dantian to the upper dantian, and when we get here, we flip the hand. When I flip the hand is when we breathe out. But when you breathe out, follow that hand. Okay, get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch your elbow and then open your fingers. Stretch the upper arm. Imagine you have 2 big mountains on the side. You want to climb that mountain, stretching the upper part of your arm, and then relax. Second time, breathe in. Follow the hand. Breathe out. Stretch the elbow, stretch upper arm. Climb the mountain. One last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Climb the mountain and relax. Completely relax. Back to a breath again. 1 breath at a time. Now we're going to move from the front to the back, stretching the spiral cord, right? The spiral cord is the governing vessel. Okay, now locking your hands again, palm of the hand facing the heaven. Flip, so palm of the hand facing the earth. Stretch the elbow, lock your elbow, eyes forward, bring up your hands. So, and all the way up. Now, the center of the palm to the heaven. I want you to stretch and then lean back. Come back to the middle. I want you to stretch, lean to the left. Come back to the middle. Stretch again to the right. Come back to the middle. Stretch again to the left. Come back to the middle. Stretch again. Come to the right. Come back to the middle. Relax, leaving the right hand on top, touching your left shoulder. Lean back your forehead so you're putting pressure on the right shoulder. Grab the right elbow, stretch your spine, and then stretch the upper arm to the left. Come back. The other way, top of the head facing the heaven. Grab the elbow, stretch to the right, and then come back. Quickly come back to the restorative. Completely anchor on your breath. Know that I'm breathing in. Know that I'm breathing out. Relax. Continue. Open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Left hand facing the sky. Right hand putting it between the finger and the palm. Bring down the hands. Now stretch your elbow and then lock your elbow. Eyes forward. Use your elbow to push up your arm. Feel the stress on your wrist. Keep pushing all the way up to the eyebrow. Now maintaining your posture, looking at me, and then don't turn your body. Taking the left hand, bring it all the way to the right. You feel the stretch on your outside, and then come back. Keep pushing the elbow, and then relax. Now we'll go to the right hand side. Sit up straight, bring down the hand, push out the elbow, eyes forward, bring up the elbow. Feel the stress on your wrist. Keep pushing the elbow, and then without turning the body, turn the hand to the left. Feel the stress on your outside. Keep pushing the elbow, and then bring it back. Relax. Come back to the restorative, maintaining that yin-yang harmony. Continue. Now you notice that I always use the word heaven and earth. I don't mean that to be religious. I could have used ceiling and floor, but I don't, because I think our health requires us to be in harmony, not only harmony within ourselves, but harmony with the outside world, harmony with the heaven and earth, harmony with the universe, harmony with the cosmos. And that's the thing that we forgot to do as a modern people. So I want to keep reminding you that you need to maintain the harmony between heaven and earth. Now, if you ask that question again on a circle about the food that I eat, it's all about maintaining harmony with heaven and earth. Okay. Now, once again, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, bring up your right hand, center the palm facing the heaven. Bring it up your left hand, center the palm facing the earth. Open that shoulder. Push up as you're supporting the heaven. Push down as you're supporting the earth. Now we got the heaven and the earth, and we are the being in the middle. Keep pushing. Now I want you to take the right arm, lean back the right arm, and at the same time, turn your head gently to the left. And when you get to the shoulder, I want you to keep turning your eye and as if you're looking at your back. Okay, keep turning your eye to the corner of your eye as if you're looking at the back. And then I want you to relax the eyeball and then come back. Keep pushing and then relax. Now the other way. One heaven, one earth. You're the being in the middle. Okay, one up, push, support the heaven. One down, support the earth. Lean back the left hand, turn the right to the left. Right, turn the head to the right, and then keep turning the eyeball until as if you're looking at your back, and then relax the eyeball, bring it back in the middle, and then bring back the head. Keep pushing, and then relax. Completely relaxed. Always important to maintain the harmony. Okay, it's very important to keep training your body. Remember why I said about guiding and enticing? Very important to tell your body, it's okay, take a coffee break, right? Let go of the accelerator. It's time to slowly push down on the brakes, okay? Now we're gonna continue. This is gonna get a little bit more energetic, and it's very good for your cardio, very good. Because even though we're not doing that much, we are working on the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, and the back, all the important energy points, okay? Without really exhausting yourself, okay? Because when you're huffing and puffing, you're actually using up your essence. And when you're sweating, you're also using up your essence. The worst part you can do is to lose your saliva. When you exercise, your mouth is dry and you keep drinking water, that's bad, okay? You need saliva. Saliva is very important. So always relax. And I feel my mouth is still very wet. You notice I don't drink water because my mouth is very, very wet. Okay, now we're going to do some more warm-up exercise on the shoulder until we get to the last part, which is a Another important posture called the reverse Buddha. Okay, now open your shoulder, relax the shoulder, bring in your right hand touching your back. Now lean back your forehead so the top of the head is facing the heaven. Focus on the right shoulder. Stretch your shoulder up and then relax. The other hand, put that on your back. Again, lean back the forehead so you're looking at the front and the top of the head is facing the ceiling. Now focus on your left shoulder. Stretch your shoulder up and then relax. Come back to the restorative. Okay, now taking your right hand, back of the hand at the bottom of your spine, sit up straight, focus on your right shoulder, stretch the shoulder down, and then relax. Taking the left hand, stretch the left shoulder down, and then putting your hands together. If you can't touch, it's okay. And you can use, it's okay to use a towel or use one of the things that you can get for doing yoga, okay, joining your hands together. Anyway, the most important part is not here. The most important part is to come back to your posture. So the top of the head is actually on top of your spine. Now focus on the shoulder. Right shoulder up, left shoulder down. And then relax, changing hands now. Once again, come back to the posture, top of the head on top of the spine, facing the heaven. Left shoulder up, right shoulder down. And then relax. Completely relax. Focus on your breathing, one breath at a time. Get ready for the finale, okay? Okay, now putting your hands together. This is actually a mudra, okay? So your fingers are touching, the center, the palm is touching. Put that on your lower back, fingers are down. Rotate so the fingers are up. This is called the reverse Buddha. Pushing up. Now you feel the pressure on your spine. And I want you to lean back. Okay, back to your posture, right? Top of the head facing the heaven. And I want you to open the shoulder. You feel the stress on your shoulder, your elbow, your wrists, and most importantly, on your spine. And then very gently relax. Okay, so now the chi is going up and down, okay? Now we're going to get ready for the second sitting, another 3 minutes. And after that, we're going to sit for another 3 minutes. Okay, so we're totally going to have 2 sittings. But the first one, we focus on the breathing. The second one, we combine the breathing with the body. Okay, all right. Now, but before we do that, back to the posture again. Right? Remember, sit like the bell. So we sit like the bell. The legs are like the pedestal. The hands has to be relaxed, and then stretch the spine. And then open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, lean back the forehead, tuck in your chin, relax the eyelid, tip of the tongue touching the roof of your mouth, entire upper torso lean back and the hip forward. 7 support point of the sitting posture of the Bhairachara. Now I want you to focus on your breath. Know that I'm breathing in. Know that I'm breathing out. I want you to focus on your belly button now. When you know that you're breathing in, move forward. You don't have to do anything, just use your mind. Stay focused on your belly button, but move forward. When you know that you're breathing out, stay focused on the belly button, but move back. When you're breathing in, move forward. When you're breathing out, move back. Now you notice that your stomach is listening to you. And when you move forward, the stomach opens, relax. And when you move back, the stomach collapses. I don't want you to do any heavy breathing. I just want you to breathe, relax. I mean, very, very gently, normal, natural breath, but just focus on your breath. When you know that you're breathing in, open that stomach by focusing on your belly button and move forward. When you know that you're breathing out, focus on the belly button but move back. The stomach will listen, okay? Don't worry. Now we're gonna sit like 3 minutes. This is hard, okay? This is hard. Keep focusing on your belly button. This is hard, but we're gonna do it anyway. 3 minutes. And when your mind drifts away, just ask your mind to come back. So this Western scientists are learning more and more about these 4,000-year-old Chinese technique, especially the qi. They're starting to understand what that is. Because up until now, we know that the body is, there are lots of plumbings in the body, right? There's a blood vessel, there's a nerve, there's the lymph node, there's all kinds of stuff flowing into the body. It's basically a chemical factory, right? But what they didn't realize is that there's one additional channel, and these are the tendons, the in between the imagine that you have like muscle, and then each muscle has a wrapping, and it's in between the wrapping, right? So we call them fascia now, but fascia actually comes from the word myofascia. So they only talk about the muscle, but here is much more generalized. It's actually all the internal organs, right? And so what travels between those interfacial channels are actually highly conductive fluid. And you know that water, we call that water H2O. H2O means that there's two hydrogen and one oxygen is neutral, right? And when we're doing what we call the abdominal breathing and moving the diaphragm up and down, we're actually massaging the internals, relieving a lot of the stress inside, but we're also generating electricity because the intestines are very, very long, has a lot of interfacial surfaces. And what it's doing is that it's actually ionizing the water. It takes the two hydrogen and one oxygen and it removes that hydrogen, and the hydrogen has an atomic number one, meaning that there is a proton in the middle and an orbiting electron. When you remove the electrons, then there's a single proton in the middle, and that's highly conductive. That proton is actually the original subatomic particle when the universe was created. So it's kind of interesting. And so by doing abdominal breathing, we're creating a lot of those particles. And what we want to do now is we want to let it travel up the spine and then around, creating the chi. And because once you have electricity, you have magnetism. And once you have magnetism, you have magnetic resonance. So one part of the body will now create construction, a synergy with another part, and that's how you have good health. Is the entire body is in harmony. So the way we do that is we actually use the part that is between the two hemispheres of the brain. That's why when we do this exercise, it's very important to separate the left from the right, because what we want to do is make sure that we have a nice separation. And that part of it, that part of the body is also a little known, but by thinking we would provide that potential and would guide the electrons up and down. Okay, so we're going to try. This is called the Microcosmic Open. It's actually not that old. It's about maybe I would say about 1500 years old. It actually was something that the Chinese invented after they learned deep meditation from Bodhidharma. Okay, so now we're doing two things at once. Okay, come back to the posture, sit upright, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, back to the posture. Now back to the breath. Open the stomach when you breathe in. Close the stomach when you breathe out. Continue to exercise those intestines. Now I want you to focus on the bottom of your spine again. As soon as you breathe in, I want you to travel up the spine, guiding those electrons with your mind. Bring it all the way up to the top of the head. Make sure you bring your body with you. So stretch that spine. And when you reach, right before you reach the forehead, that's when you breathe out. I want you to come down as you breathe out, lean back, the upper torso as if you're getting out of the way. And now you're at the bottom of your upper torso. And then when you breathe in, start at the bottom of the spine again, move up to the top of the head. And then when you breathe out, come down. Now, focus on this 3 at a time, okay? Once you commit to 3 at a time, 3 cycles, and then eventually you feel something go up on its own. And this is what we call the wandering dragon chasing the pearl. Okay, try that. Try that. It's kind of fun. Try that. It's not going to hurt you. 3 minutes. Just breathe in, go up. Breathe out. Let it come down on its own. Breathe in, go up. Relax when it comes down. Okay, open your eyes. Okay, so that was the baseline. Okay, that was the baseline. So we have another 20 minutes, and so we're going to do one more of this at the before we finish class. And so imagine like you're like clearing the traffic on Highway 5. This is the artery, right? The main artery, the main road. So we want to come back and do that again, but before we do that now, we're going to work on the secondary and clearing up the secondary lines and come back and try it again. Okay. So we do that by essentially energizing the 6 energy lines that goes to the tip of the fingers, and the 6 energy lines that goes to the tip of the toes. So let's start with the upper body. Go back, relax, bring up the right hand, making empty hand. So we're actually doing acoustic coupling. Now put that on your shoulder, fingers on top, and center the palm on the side. The 2 energy points that I talked about, right? Now rotate your head slightly to the right. Listen with your left ear. You ready? Wake up. Continue. Okay, now to the right, open the shoulder, relax the shoulder, left hand, empty hand, fingers on top. Listen with the right ear. Wake up. Continue. Okay, now earlier I talked about this energy point right here, and it's part of the heart energy line. It actually travels to here, which we'll work on in a minute. And then the main one is actually here. Okay, so this will give you some relief. And so we put the elbow on top of the head, pinching the tip, right, the upper part of your ear. Bring in the right hand, empty hand. Listen with the left ear. Wake up. Continue. Now the other side. Left hand, empty hand, right ear, wake up, continue. Okay, now open the shoulder again, relax the shoulder, back to our old friend, the elbow. So lift up your left hand at eye level, lock your elbow. 3 energy points, okay? This one is the heart. This one is the pericardium, has to do with your immune system. This one is the lung, okay? Now, take your right hand, empty hand, fingers on top, palm on the side, 3 at once, okay? Get ready. Wake up, empty hand. The other side. Lock your elbow, left hand, empty hand, right ear. Listen. Wake up. Okay, now the next one we'll work on the back. There's some um, reason for doing that. The back is called the bladder energy line, and we divide up the body into 3 parts. What's above the diaphragm, what's below the diaphragm, and the belly button. Upper part is the heart and the lung. The middle part is mainly the stomach and the splint, and then lower part is the kidney and the bladder, and then everything else, the intestines. Now, when you have a imbalance, when you lose harmony, you have too much fire on the top and you have too much chill on the bottom. And so this exercise kind of mixing it up. So it's called a mixing of the water and fire. Open the shoulder. Think of yourself as a vertical windmill. Okay, now bringing your right hand, put that as far back as you can. That has to do with the heart. That's fire. The other one, use the back of the hand, wrap around where the adrenal glands are. That's the water. Okay, so that's one side is the fire, one side is the water, and you turn the upper torso like this. Okay, get ready, go. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we move from the upper body to the lower body. The upper body is more about circulation, both the heart and the lung. The lower body is more about the metabolics. Okay. Now we come to the part that everybody likes, which is the massage of feet. Okay, so we take the left, or you take the right, doesn't matter. And we're going to massage the feet starting with the toe. And the toe is very important because that's the beginning of 5 of the 6 energy line. First, the big toe, then the second, then the third, massaging the part where it touches the floor. Okay, and then we come back and massage the arch area. Now, the body actually gives you a lot of warning signs about your chi is bad. One of the things that it does is your feet are cold. Your feet are cold because your circulation is very, very bad. Okay, and then now inside, one side, the other side, one side, the other side, one side, the other side. Massage your feet. Okay, now do this every night. You know, when you take your shower, put a little plastic chair inside your shower door and just massage. Now we're going to massage the ball area, and then we're going to massage the heel. And now we're going to massage the most important part, which is the arch. So starting from the heel to the ball, you notice that it curves like this. So I want you to massage that. This is where the splint energy line and the kidney energy line comes together. The splint and the kidney, one is prenatal, all the essence that that comes with you when you were born is governed by the kidney, and all the damage that you do afterwards is done to the splint. Okay, one is water, that's the prerequisites of life, right? And one is the earth, that's where you cultivate. Okay, now we're going to massage some more, starting with the what is that called? Okay, anyway, knuckle, not knuckle. Okay, now start at the bottom and then just go up like this, like a fish hook. Angle. Okay, and then massage the whole thing. Okay, so another warning sign that it gives you, besides having cold feet, cold hand, cold ears, and like that, is that your feet is swollen. Okay, because that says that your splint is deficient, because the splint also governs many things. It governs the pancreas and also governs the nimno. So when you have water retention, that means your splint energy line is blocked, means that your lymph node is blocked, because the lymph node is also responsible for returning water. Now I want you to massage in between the toes. You notice that the bone kind of come together into one right before it comes together into one. Massage that. Massage the second one. And so the toes is responsible for the splint, then the liver, then the stomach, then the gallbladder, and then the bladder. Okay, so now come back. Okay, so now we're going to massage the three yin line. The first one is called the liver. So you take your left thumb, sorry. You just, as if you have a valley in between, you go in about 2 fingers worth before you reach the point where they join together, and you push down, not with your nail, but with the round part. And after you push down, you lean towards the second toe. Ooh, it hurts, huh? This is a very important energy line for the liver. Liver is fire. Okay, and relax. Another time, and relax. Another time, and relax. Often we wake up in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock. That's because you have too much fire in your liver. Okay, now another trick that we do in massaging the liver is that we take the toe, we bend it back, and notice that there's a piece of muscle here. Behind that muscle is the liver energy line. So you want to take your right hand and just kind of scrape that. Okay, and if you have too much fire on your liver, this part will hurt. Okay, now we're done with the liver. Then we come back to the splint. Splint is very, very important. Okay, now the splint energy line actually travel from the toe all the way up. So it's actually very easy to identify. We start with the corner of the nail, push down, feel a bit of numbness, huh? Okay, now we take the left thumb, put that on top of the bone, right in front and right behind. And then we measure 3 fingers from that bone, and on the arch is another one. Now, but if you can't locate it, it's okay. Just massage it like this. That's fine too. Okay. Now we jump to another energy point behind the knee, not knee. What's that called? Knuckle. No, not knuckle. Okay. Behind this, there's another. Now, this one actually is not exactly the splint. It's actually the kidney, but it's related to the angle. Thank you. Related. And if you're diabetic, this is a good one. Okay. Now the next one is above the angle, 4 fingers, and then towards yourself and the bottom of the bone. Okay, now I want you to here to all the way to the knee, use your right hand and just kind of scrape that. And you do this every day if you have any kind of water retention. Okay, this will clear the splint energy line. Okay, now we come back to the mother of all energy point, which is called the gushing spring. This is the kidneys, the starting point of the kidney energy line, right? So this is called the gushing spring. So it's just right below that ball area. Use both tongue and just push it down really hard, and then relax. Push it down really hard, and then relax, and then push it down really hard, and then relax. Now we're going to mix the water and fire. The kidney is water. The center of your palm is fire. Put that on top of each other. And then get ready. Go. Continue. Okay, now you should feel nice and warm, right? Nice and warm means that your circulation is good. The reason it's cold is because you not have enough oxygen in your body to begin with, and your body prioritizes sends it all to your internal organ just to keep you alive. And as a result, your fingers and your feet are very cold. Okay, so we're gonna finish the other side, then we're gonna meditate, and it'll be end of class. So we gotta hurry, okay? And then the side. Okay, and then the ball area, and then the heel, and then the arch, and then right below the angle, like the fish hook. Okay, and then the entire L, and then flip it upside down, massage in between the toes. Come back. And now we're going to do a little bit of acupressure, and it's between the big toe and the little one, goes in, and then push down, and then relax, push down, and then relax, push down, and then relax, and then massage. And continue to work on the liver energy line by pulling back your big toe, reviewing this muscle, and just scrape that part. And then now come back and work on that splint energy line, which is nicely presented to you, starting at the corner of the nail. And then now holding your finger on the bone in front and in the back. 3 fingers from that on the arch. And if you couldn't quite find it, what the heck, just go ahead and rub it like this. That will clear it. And then now we jump to the back of the angle. And then now 4 fingers from the angle behind the bone. And then we scrape the side like this. And massage the entire splint. Okay, again, the splint is the earth element. Splint is the earth element. So earth means that you need to cultivate. Okay, so this is the part that you need to cultivate. Okay, now back to the gushing spring. Relax. Gushing spring again. Relax. Gushing spring again. Relax. And then do the mixing of water and fire. Now, I cannot recommend this anymore than what I am, because this one was invented by a very famous Chinese medical doctor back in the Tang Dynasty. He wrote the book when he was 108. And this one is really good for you. Okay. And good for your chi. Now, get ready. Go. Continue. Okay, now the Chinese believe that the kidney is your second heart, because the essence of the kidney is the raw material for the marrow. So the marrows are being cultivated in the bones, and then you eventually come up the spine all the way to the brain. They believe that the brain is the extension of the marrow. So the kidney is very important for that. And I know that because when my father was suffering from dementia, every day I go there, and when I finish with this part, he gets a little bit more clarity. Now, yesterday, or is it this morning, I read a second report now on the importance of the calf on preventing dementia. And this is because in the lower part now, you notice that this is a calf, right? And then on the lower part of the calf, there's an energy point here called carrying the mountain. This is actually the bladder energy line, which is the yang energy line for the kidney. They're a yin-yang pair. This one is actually the on-off switch for this guy. And so exercising this one will turn this one on, and then it would help with dementia. It does. There's 2 reports now from the Western medical community. One was that they surveyed the patients who exercise regularly, either walking or bicycling, and that's using the calf. The other one is that they actually examined the calf, and they noticed that when the calf deteriorates, you have a better chance of getting dementia. So this is consistent with what we've been doing, which is this is an important energy point. It's the on-off switch for this. And so we just do this. Okay, and the other side. And just do that. and massage. Okay, so you can do that, or you just do more walking. Either way. All right. Okay, so we're gonna be finishing now. Okay, we're finishing, and so we want to do one more exercise to help with the breath, and then we're gonna sit for another 3 minutes doing the microcosmic orbit again. Okay. All right. Now, this is called a butterfly. This is the butterfly. Okay. Open the shoulder. Relax the shoulder. Bring up your hand. Now follow the center of the palm. Bring that down. And brace yourself. Bring it back up. All the way up. Back of the hand touching. Bring it back down. Follow the hand. And brace. And then bring it back up. All the way up. Follow the hand. Back of the hand touching. Now get ready. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Don't hunch, okay? You don't want to be putting pressure on your lung. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Okay, one last time. Very gently. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now relax. It's called gushing spring. Okay, like the energy gushing from the bottom, from the earth to the heaven. Okay, you just happen to be in the middle. Okay, now we want to focus on the breath, but again, focus on the posture first, starting with the legs, then the hands, then the spine, then the shoulder, then the forehead and the chin, then the eyelid, then the tongue, and then now the entire body lean back, hips forward. Now going from the body to the breath, one breath at a time. Know that you're breathing in. Know that you're breathing out. Focus on the belly button first. When you breathe in, open the stomach by shifting your focus outward, as if you're bringing the belly button forward. And when you breathe out, shift it back as if you're compressing your stomach. Don't worry, the stomach will follow, okay? Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, backward. And now the stomach follows. Breathe in, stomach opens. Breathe out, stomach collapses. Now I want you to sit 3 minutes, trying out the microcosmic again, focusing on the bottom of your spine. As soon as you know that you're breathing in, go up towards the top of the head, take your body with you, stretch your spine. When you reach the top of the head, come down from the forehead. As you come down from the forehead, breathe out, lean back, relax. And then back to another cycle, up, breathe in, breathe out, down. Okay, 3 minutes on your own. Open your eyes. Okay. Always massage. Put your hands together. Massage your face. Massage the top of the head. Massage the neck. Massage the ear. Okay. So go to the YouTube channel. Go to the circle. Ask questions there, whatever you want, and I'll answer the best I can. If I don't know the answer, I'll make one up. But do take a look of the video that I put together right after class last week that has to do with yoga and what I've been calling the chi practice, the chi therapy, and talk about the 8 limbs of yoga and how it is precisely the same as what we do here. So the 8 limbs are, the first one is discipline, is how you live your life, right? So at the minimum, I take the 5 precepts. I don't kill, I don't lie, I don't steal, I do not have sexual misconduct. I'm a married man, and I don't take intoxicants. So those are the minimum that I do to discipline myself. The second one has to do with your view towards the society. I practice my gratitude. I practice my loving kindness and my compassion. Then the third one has to do with the body, how you anchor onto your body. So in the modern yoga, in today's yoga, that's called asana. Then the second one is how I then focus on the breath, going from the body to the breath. Then the third one has more to do with sensation, right? And I call this the protocol of the sensation. In other words, feel it, accept it, embrace it, and let go of it, right? Especially when it comes to pain, not just physical pain, but mental pain. When someone hurts you, say something that you don't think you deserve to hear, feel it, accept it, embrace it, and let go. Don't turn pain into suffering. Don't let it metastasize into suffering. So that's the fifth one. Then the sixth one is called one mindedness. One mindedness has to do with the story of the princess Sati. Whatever you do, start with a promise that you're going to do something. Fulfill that promise, and then another one. It's the same with your breath. If you want to sit 3 minutes or 30 minutes or 3 hours, it makes no difference. It's one breath at a time. Made a promise that you're going to watch that breath. Fulfill that promise. And when it's done, you have a choice. You can do another one. Same with your Microcosmic Open. One cycle, go up and down. Focus on that, right? And then finally it gets into the more deeper part, which is one is called jhana. Jhana translate into chana, which eventually translate into Zen. That's what it means. And then the last one is called samadhi. Okay, so those are beyond me, right? So I'm moving towards that. So anyway, 5 of these, and then we can go, right? Get ready, sit up straight, get ready, get all your bad chi out of your body. Get ready. Okay, see you next week. Practice on your own, following the tape. Lots of good stuff there. Okay, ask any questions there if you want. And if you didn't know how to get to the circle, just search, just look for me. Right? Google me. It's hard to miss. Okay. All right. Take care. Stay healthy. Have peace. Bye bye.